Hey, what's up guys, Andy here, and today we are reviewing over Demon Slayer episode 12 titled The Boar Bares Its Fangs, Zenitsu Sleeps. Where to begin? Really cool episode overall. I don't know who this boar, man, bear, pig thing is, but he's pretty cool. He's slick and he has a really quirky personality that I enjoy. On top of that, Zenitsu seems to be like, I can't remember, Cavendish, is that his name from One Piece? To where, like, he sleeps and he becomes a complete and utter badass or something like that. I can't really remember too much of that, but overall, I'm not sure how old Zenitsu did what he did, but it was badass. And on top of that, this is the first time I think we've seen Tanjiro question his abilities since, you know, he got through the exams. So I don't know exactly where that's gonna go, but he seems pumped up, and the final fight appears to be next episode. A lot of cool stuff happened, but we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. So that being said, let's go ahead and jump right on into this episode. If y'all do enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the video.
They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be alone in the world out there.
We start this episode off with the boar just kind of launching really weird, haphazard attacks, you know, like that. And then we jump into our intro and title card. The beast bears its fangs as Zenitsu sleeps. And there are three main demons in this place, we find out, and we'll get back to them. But after the room switches, the boar kind of just like stands on the girl's back, and Tanjiro flips him off. He's like, "What do you think you're doing, stepping on a little kid like that? Aren't you a demon slayer?" And we find out that not only is this dude, you know, he probably isn't a demon slayer. Tanjiro don't know what he is, because he says the way my blades aren't like the ones you gentlemen use. The way they shred through flesh is what I pride myself on. And that's when we hear smack. The tsuzumi drum goes off and they swap rooms. And we find out that the demon never hit the tsuzumi just then, so it had to be someone else. And he opens this door and sees this kid who's about to smack this drum. Well, the tsuzumi drum. And that's kind of all we see from that, because we cut over to Zenitsu, which, by God, I love the dude. Everyone in the, well, not everyone, a lot of people in the comments of the video are saying he's ruining the series. I love it. He's scared to death, and they're like, how did he pass? How did he pass? And I see why he passed now, but he's like, he gets scared here, and he's like, signal me before you talk, and that's when this thing comes running at him. This is one of the three demons in this house, and he goes, "I'm gonna guzzle your brain matter through your ears." And Zenitsu passes out. Like, he goes full pass out here. He's scared shitless. And that's when the dude launches his tongue out at him, and Zenitsu just takes his fingers and cuts his tongue off. And then he stands up and he's like, thunder breathing, first form. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. Is he just I thought he was just punking him out, like trying to scare him off. But no, he used here, let me find it in my notes, thunder, clap, and flash, zipped through the air like lightning, and slices this thing's head off in one go. One go, one take. And he don't even know he does this. He goes over to the boy, he's like, "Why didn't you tell me you were powerful sooner?" So he doesn't know how strong he is, because he just thinks he's a weakling and coward, because he goes into, I guess, this alternate personality. We cut over to the boar, who fights the second demon and makes pretty quick work of him. This was really badass. He goes, self-taught beast breathing, Fang 3 devour. Cuts off this dude's arm and then his head immediately. But then we get into something a little more ominous. We cut back over to the demon here, and we find out, you know, he's a part of the Lower Moon 6, or was a part of it, because his eye is slashed out. We find out here that, you know, Muzan stripped him of his rank because his ability to eat humans, I guess he was at max or something, but he shared some blood with the demon, and, you know, Muzan's blood is, like, crack cocaine for these things. And he is like, I was sure that I'd grow infinitely stronger than ever before. I was sure of it. I was sure of it. Or so I believed. Or so I believe. So he's going to have something crazy that happens next episode where we find out something. But for now, Tanjiro tells him they find out that this boy with the drum is the kid's brother. And with that being said, I guess it's cool, but this part really had me going because he kept calling him Merchi. Now, with that being said, we find out that the boy had suffered through a lot here because the 3 demons in this place were all like, I'm gonna eat him, because he's a Merchi, I'm gonna eat him. And they were all fighting, and the big guy that the boar took out hit the demon here and knocked out one of the drums, and that's how he got away. And the crow comes in and he's like, a single Marchi human has the same nutritional value as eating 50, maybe even 100. That's why these demons crave them, and it's a rare blood type. And so Tanjiro tells him, he's like, alright, I'm gonna go out there and fight him. If anybody comes in here, you all swap rooms. And so he's going to fight him, and Tanjiro's got it figured out, and he's like, the speed of his attacks are just crazy, But he's got his movements figured out with the drums. So he's, but his injuries aren't fully healed yet, and this is where he starts questioning himself. He's like, can I even take this thing out? I get so scared every time I rush in because one attack and I'm done. And that's when he has a little flashback here, and, Arakadaki is telling him, water can change into any form. And he remembers there's 10 stages to water, the water breathing attacks. And so he kind of gets into a stance here, and this is the end of the episode. He goes, I'll never give up no matter what. So it's going to be for a good fight. I know I'm really tired, guys, and this one probably didn't come off the best, but that was the end of the episode. I had a lot of fun with this episode, but with that being said, this is a setup to the final fight, and it was a hell of a setup, and I think we're going to get more backstory on the old demon dude here. And, I don't know. I don't know about Zenitsu. I thought he was going to have his moment here where he was just like, alright, I'm backed into a corner, I gotta be a badass. But no, he literally passed out and became a badass and had no recollection of it. And on top of that, the Boar's a badass too. And from what I've seen, I'm pretty sure they travel together. So Zenitsu and the Boar are going to be a hell of a team because, Zenitsu gets scared, he goes down, he becomes a badass, while the Boar can fight until that happens. So I don't know. I had a lot of fun with it. I hope y'all did enjoy, and if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.
Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear, driving towards